Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Zubair Qureshi with a new network lesson, and in this video I'll be teaching you about the checkpoint features for policy creation. We'll be discussing mostly policy creation, and this is the part fourth. Remember, in the part third, what we did was on this machine, right? So I was able to go to internet through the gateway one, and by doing by installing a policy which enabled me to pass through the firewall. And also I natted this on the iPad, that is like PAT, which is called hide nat. I natted this PC's IP address to the external IP address, that is 192.168.1.111, right? So what I did is I'm going to download this Chrome on this system in my virtual machine, right? Because I have internet access. And for the time being, let me just tell you the plan for today's class, or the session, I would say. So let me grab this and my pen. So what we did in the last video was we set up this manager, right? And I have the smart console here installed on my smart client, right? Smart console. So it's already installed on this client, and I can access the manager from smart console and create policy and then push to gateway one, right? So next is what we can do is so next part is that uh, I added this gateway into the manager, right? And what I did is I was able to ping this IP address, right? And I configured the DNS to be 888.8. Okay, some my pen is like 8.8, and also the secondary to be 4.2.2.2. That's why I was able to go to the internet via this route, right? When I created a policy here where that said if the source is my PC going to anywhere, and I will permit that, right? And plus I natted this 120 to this 111 I interface address, and so that's the reason it was able to go to the internet. But in reality, this router is also then natting it to the public IP address. That is what, but we are simulating this to be the internet, right? The cloud. So in reality, my firewall should be connected here, but this is the lab, right? So just to give you an impression, right? And also the home router is connected to 1.1, and my PC, right, where I'm running my VMware, right? So that is actually here on this IP address 1.5. So I can also reach to this via this, and later on we'll try to ping this also, right? The like out to in traffic, right? And 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 what I did was I in global properties I enabled the ICMP, right here, ICMP, and by default firewall will not accept any traffic, right? So you'll not be able to ping once I enable this in global properties. So now I'm able to ping the firewall, right? So now in this video what we'll do is we'll just add this gateway 2 to this manager, and I'll show you how we do that. So I've already initialized, I mean installed the Gaia OS into my virtual machine here. But for the initial wizard, we'll do an HTTPS from here to here on this IP address 112, right? So I can use this PC also because it's on the same. But I want to show you how to get policies for this on this. We'll create specific policies because remember I've created any, so this will be allowed using that any. So that's it. Let's just start with the lab. Okay, and let me just minimize this. So Chrome has been installed. So first of all, I need to go to my smart console and connect to my manager. And you can see that gateway 2 is here. I'll just show you the what do you say, the IP address. on this, and this is show interface. If I say it's 0, right, it's 0, that is my interface, and you can see this is 1.112, right, 112, and I need to set the host name to gateway 2. So that is my host name, and that is done. So now what I can do is, so what you need to do is on this gateway 2, right, I'll just show the settings so that there is no issue with you guys. So on the first adapter, that should be bridged, so that that is ETH0. So that is what I have connected to 192.168.1.112, right? And then I have connected another interface that would be my ETH1, which I have not set up until now. I will set it up from the CLI. I'll show you how to set it up from the CLI, because I've showed you how to do it from the GUI in the gateway one, right? So this will be on my 10.6.0.0 network, right? Okay, you've seen this. So I'll close this and let's go to my Windows and provide the password, that is admin123. This should connect to my uh, smart manager, right? Okay, let's try once again. Happens admin123, just add DMI, sorry, ADMIN123. So yesterday also we faced some issues. Happens, you might need to like mm, reboot your smart manager in case you face this kind of issue in R80. Okay, I'll pause this video, and once the system, I'll resume. Okay, so guys, this is starting now. I had to restart my smart manager, so I restarted this, and seems like I'll be able to like log into my smart console, because it's saying launching application. That means it has authenticated, right? Username and password. So yeah, okay, fine. So now what we need to do? Okay. So the memory is no, anyways. Just keep like that. I'll just close this. So what we did yesterday, remember, this was the management rule. Okay, my PC going to gateway and manager. So this was just like example, and this is the actual rule that allowed my PC to go to the internet, right? So what I'll do is I'll create a new rule about this. So if I disable this, you can disable uh, a rule like this, and I'll create a specific rule, new rule about saying this would be my what do you say, GUI access to GUI to GW2, right? So source would be my PC1, right? I have that object. If you don't have that, you can just go and create a new object here. And my PC1, and add this. It's really easy, and that should be allowed to going anywhere. No, actually, it should not be anywhere. But let's create a what do you say, a host uh, object, right? That should define my what do you say, it's 0 of gateway 2, right? I don't think the space is allowed, so I'll give a dash, and the IP address is 192.168.1.112, right? So that is the IP address that my PC will be allowed to go and and okay, once this is done, this will be automatically added here, and I will add the services. So you can add the services from here. So I'll add HTTPS only, right? I should be only able to HTTPS that firewall, right? So that's it, and I'll accept, and I'll log, so that I can show that this rule is hitting. And when I push, because of this rule was disabled, I'll not be able to go to the internet. But for now, I just want to access this GUI of the gateway 2 so that I can initialize it using the wizard, right? So once this is done, okay, I'll be asked for the gateway. So for now, because we have only one gateway associated, so in the next window you will see only one gateway, right? But once we have two gateways, you will have option to choose from that also. But the preference is given to the selection that you do inside here, right? The targets. So if I have specified a target here, then that takes preference over the selection what you do on the other window, right? That pops up after you uh, click the install policy. So that said, let's wait for the installation policy to be installed, installation to be 100%, and then we'll try. Okay, so two things. One is my PCs will not be able to go to the internet. Second, I should be able to access the web GUI of Gateway 2. That is 192.168, and if I hover over this, it will show me 112, right? So this IP address should be allowed, and only HTTP should be on. So I should not be able to like ping. Ping will not be allowed because I have not. So ping right now will be allowed because it's I have not initialized the firewall. So that is one thing. And once I initialize the firewall, right? So then it becomes a firewall, and the policy default policy gets loaded that says nothing is allowed to and through, right? So that time the ping will not be working. So at this moment also ping will not be working because this is not allowing, and ultimately there is no rule, and the last rule says drop everything, and the ping will be dropped by this cleanup rule. We'll see in the logs. Let's check if the policy has been installed. I think it has been done, right? So the screen is not responding. Wait for a couple of minutes, and I think yeah, it's succeeded. So first, what we'll try is let's try the ping. Let's try the which one 192.168.168.1.112, right? Because I'm natted, so this ping will go through, right? Because of the NAT, and also the ICMP request that I allowed, right? So this will go through, and because I have not initialized, so you can see right now I have not initialized gateway 2. That's why the policy has not loaded. Once I initialize, I'll not be able to ping. Let's check. First, I'll go to the browser and https colon 192.168.1.112, right? You'll be thinking like I said, because I'm not allowed here ICMP, and how the ping is going. Remember I did this here. This thing, this allows the to and through both uh, on the gateway one. This allowed the to ping traffic and through ping traffic. So ICMP is allowed because of this one, not because of this or so. Let me check. Yeah, I'm able to go and proceed, and I have admin 123, right? So that is my. So let me check this on in my log. So this should be allowed by this rule. So if I go to this log and I see a destination, yeah. So I'll check this, and my rule should be rule number 2, right? So this is getting natted. Because of the nat rule we have, the policy is, you can see. So this is the policy that has allowed the this traffic to pass through the firewall. So now if I try to, okay, let me just initialize, and sidewise let me try to go to Google, because I don't have any policy saying to allow this traffic, right? So this will be denied and blocked on this one. Cleanup rule. Let's check the logs and side by side. Let's initialize, hit next. So this is 112. Eighth one I'll set up through CLI to show you guys. For this also 8.8.8.8. If you don't specify the DNS, this firewall will not be able to resolve the addresses, right? So this is fine. Keep it default. Security gateway, and yes. No, I'm not using a dynamic IP. No, and the SIG will be the same. I'll keep the same. Test with a capital T 123. Test 123, right? The one I used for the gateway one, and we'll hit this. So you can see that internet is not. I'm not able to go to the internet, and that should be this one, right? Yeah, Linux root. You can see. So there was a DNS query for the what do you say, google.com, right? You see all are blocked. So you can see it's 10:37. My clock is showing 10:39, and so the last thing was this. So I did a DNS request, this one, and it was dropped because the traffic is from my PC going to this 888, which is not allowed. I'm not allowed DNS, right? So that's why my query is getting failed. And if I try this, what is this? This is policy manager drop, policy manager drop, and yeah, this is like cleanup rule only, get dropping this thing. This is another traffic from my PC. Destination is a broadcast. This is a broadcast, so this will be a DNS request, right? Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. So this is this. So this says that I'll not be able to go to the internet. So let's create a separate what do you say, rule, right? I'll create a separate rule. Okay, let me create a rule saying my PC. Yeah, so I'll say, okay, name. This is destination. I'll specify the name. Internet access, right? So again, I can just drag and drop if I want to. So I can just, sorry, I can just drag and drop like this. So destination should be any, right? Yeah, destination should be any, because we don't know. I can go to Google, I can go to internet is like any, right? So services I can control for the internet. So I'll just say I'll allow, if I don't allow DNS, my internet will not work. So I allow DNS. Then what else? I should allow HTTPS, right? HTTPS. Also, I should allow HTTP. HTTP. Where's my HTTP? HTTP, like that, right? So it's kind of same like I disable that one, right? So let's see. Right? So I'll just accept this and I'll log this, and again I'll push this. Let's wait, and here this should have been okay. So this will be done in the time I install this policy and check once more. And this is like mm, for source and destination, right? So you can also create a policy based on zones, right? So people who know about the firewall, they would know, right, about zones, inside, outside, DMZ, like that. So this checkpoint also supports the same concept of zones. So I'll show you that. So this is almost done. Once this is done, I should be able to write. I should be able. What is this? Yeah, I should be able to reach the internet. I mean, browse the internet, but not what, but not ping. But ping is allowed through gateway one because of that ICMP request, right? So if I disable that, then I should not be able to ping anything outside my local LAN, right? 172.16.31 address. So now if I do the same thing, this will work. And if we check the logs for this one, and this should show you, so this internet access, it should show you the my PC, right? So this should show rule number 3 allowed this access, right? So this is how you create the rules, policies based on source, destination, and service and applications. I'll show you more on this in later videos, but for now, rules and policies is this much. And next, what we will do is so once this firewall this one is initialized. Okay, so this is rebooting. Let's wait for some time and it should boot. And the ping that was working earlier should not work, because now the policy will be loaded, the default policy that says I'm a firewall and I'll not like entertain any to and through traffic unless I am explicitly said, like, by defining a policy and pushing it to me. Right? So let's go to smart. So this is starting. So I'll pause the video. Once this is started, we'll add this to my manager. Okay, guys, my firewall gateway 2 is ready. And what I said, remember that this ping will not work, right? So let's try, and ta-da, this is not working because to traffic by default to the firewall and through traffic is blocked, denied. That is the primary like functioning of a firewall, block everything, right? So now it is a firewall, so I'll not allow any entertain any to and through traffic. So that's why this is not working. Even though my firewall one like is you can see if I see on the ping, right? I okay, I'll not get that logs because for that I have to enable an option. I'll show in later videos. Okay, so let's add this gateway, right? So for that, what I need to do is many like what do you say options I have, like ways. Okay, so I can go here and add the gateway here, or that I can go here, right here, and new and remote and network objects gateways and gateway. So I can go to wizard mode, and before that let me show you how to like mm, go and uh, configure the IP address on the CLI, right? Show interfaces all. Okay, I have ETH0 with the 192 address, so ETH1 I should have ETH1. Where's ETH1? Show interface, and say, like, if you want to say specific one, ETH1, right? Like interface ETH1, not interfaces. So you can see as this is showing the state is off, right? And IPv4 address is not configured. So first thing you can do is you can go and use this command set interface, right? Interface ETH1, okay, then IPv4 address. With the help of the tab you can see, and also you can hit question mark, right, to see what then after this. Sorry guys, one IPv4 address, then you have to specify the address. So according to our plan, that address should be 1.0.112, right? 112. Then you have to specify the mask length, sorry, mask length, and you can specify it like 24. So that is done. And if you see again, show interface ETH1, you'll see that IP address is there, right? IP address you can see. But again, the state is off. To set the state on, you again say set interface ETH1 state on. Simple, right? And then you save code. Why I did this is because when I add this, right, so I'll get this topology change on the manager, right? So I go here and I'll specify gateway 2, right? And Platform is again open server. IP address is 192.168.1.112. Right, so next, yes, and then I will specify the SIG. But why isn't this working? Okay, SIG is test capital T 123. Okay, so we'll wait and we'll wait and we'll wait and this will not work. Why? Because remember I said, okay, let me just open up this whiteboard. Okay, so remember I said like this manager and the firewall, right? So they communicate through what? Through SIG, right? There is this SIG protocol, right? SIC, right? SIG, secure internet communication. That is the password, right? So that works on some ports, right? TCP/UDP. So from here to here it was simple because this was on the local LAN, right? But from here to here you have a firewall in between this one. So you need to allow those ports. You need to open those ports on this gateway one so that that communication happens, right? So if you want to see, you can see these ports getting denied on the cleanup rule. Okay, let's go and check the cleanup rule. I'll cancel this. We'll just do once more. Let's go to security policies, and if I go to the cleanup rule, this should show me my manager, right? So this is going to my manager is going to my source should be my manager, and destination should be my gateway 2, right? This one. So you can see I have this, right? So you can see TCP port 182.1.1. There are multiple ports that are used. So in this one, you can see I see a push 182.1.1, and if I see this one, this should be a different. Okay, this is also the same one, and there will be more of this, right? So once I enable, so if I go on and specify this port, right? TCP 118.1.1 right? And specify the service to be TCP 182.1.1. But then I have multiple ports, right? So I have to specify all the ports. So to make it simple, what I'll do is I'll create a rule. So I'll just delete this rule. I don't even just created something like that. So I create a rule here, new rule above, saying manager to gateway 2, right? So source is what? Source should be my manager. So the traffic that I'm allowing is my manager. Where's my manager? Manager, right? Going to going to the gateway 2, right? So it gateway 2 is my object. So that is going, and services I should keep any, and action should be accept, right? And I'll log this, and we'll see certain type of traffics getting permitted because of rule number 3. So I'll push this to my firewall 1, right? As of now, in my gateways and servers, I have only one firewall in this gateway 1. So let's check. Okay, okay. So I need to install here also. Let's wait for this policy to finish. Once this is finished, I'll go and add the manager. Sorry, gateway to my manager. Right? Again, I'll do the same process, but because this policy has been configured, so I actually knew this. So just wanted to show you why this will not happen. Okay, this is done. 99% done, and let's wait for this policy to complete. Okay. Okay, guys, the policy has finished successfully. Let's now go to my gateways and servers tab and add. Okay, I'll try that. I'll go from here. sorry, not an object, add more objects, network gateways, and a new gateway in wizard mode. And this should be gateway 2. Gateway platform is open server, IP address 192.168.1.112, right? So I'll go next, yes. And this is like capital TEST11123, right? So this time my communication will be successful because of that. So I'm waiting for this to complete. So I have created the rule here which permits my manager to go to the to pass through my gateway 1, right? So that is done. Okay, I think that is the problem. I think this will fail again, and I'll explain why. I'll explain why. And yeah, let's wait for this to fail. So let me just explain to you for the time being. So I'll delete this, right? So my manager is this one, right? So my manager is this one, and this is my gateway. And okay, so this is like this, and this is the cloud, and this is my gateway 2, right? So gateway 2 is here, and this is gateway 1. So the ports and protocols that SIG users I've allowed because I set the source to be my manager, right? And my destination to be any. No, the service is to be any, right? And my destination I specified this one, right? 192.168 or 1 dot what that 1 dot 1 1 dot 112, right? 112. So that was my policy, and that is done. So I took care of that. Now just imagine the packet that goes from this to that. What is the source of that? That is 172, right? Dot 16 dot 31 dot 110, right? 110, and going to what IP address? To going to this going to which one? Okay, going to 192 dot 168 dot 1 dot 112. So I had not connected the pen, so that's why I connected. So this is more clear. So that is the packet that reaches the gateway. Gateway has a default route, or it will not use a default route because it knows the destination, right? This is directly connected. This is directly connected on this one. This is 112, right? From the sender. So it will throw this traffic to this guy. So this guy receives a packet from 172.16.31.1110, right? Destined for him. Okay, he knows this. But when the return traffic goes, the destination would be this one and source would be this one. So does this guy has a route to reach this, or a default route? Say default route. I have created a default route when I was initializing this, but that is going to my 192.168.1.1. So if it doesn't know anything, it will throw to this address, and 172 is not through here, it is from here. So I need to create a static route here, right, pointing to this gateway. So that is the issue, that that's why we are not able to like ping, right? Oh no, the communication is not happening. Let's see, it's failed. So I'll cancel this and I'll go to the GUI of, oh, that is my GUI. So I'll go here into my, okay, so this is my interfaces, right? So I created this through my CLI, right? So I'll go to IPv4 static routes and see I have a default route that points to my 1.1. I'll keep it like that, and I'll create a static route that will point to 172.16.31.0 network with a mask of, say, okay, 255.255.0, and my next hop would be my gateway 1, 192.168.1.1. Okay, so that should solve the routing issue of this guy. So let's try again. So One is this one, right? From here you can add a gateway, or you click directly here and a gateway. You go to wizard mode and I'll press gateway 2, right? Platform is open source 192.168.1.112, right? So next, okay, so this is like test 1, 2, 3, and this time it will. Yep, it should work. I solved the routing issue. I have the policy in place for my manager to go and talk to my gateway to. Okay, let's wait for some time. I have this. Let's go. You can enable ping here if I want on this interface. So I can. It should work now. So I had actually given the gateway IP address wrong. It was 182. So I corrected it, and now the SIG should be working. Okay, so the firewall has been recognized by my manager, and you can see it has pulled the configs from the interface. This is the inside, this is the outside interface. We'll just go and finish, and this should come as okay. It's warning that okay, I have okay. Remember, I created a like object for this with each zero gateway, right? So you want to keep changes, yes, anyway, and finish. So I'll have this. This is my gateway 2, and I should have a gateway 2 object here also. So I'll click here, and I can see the test. This trust has been initialized, established, and okay, and okay. I know interfaces are different topology. Okay, anti-spoofing and not enabled. So multiple objects have the same IP address. Do you wish to keep yes? Or I can do one thing. I can go to the policies where I have selected each zero right here. I can change now to gateway 2. Likewise, I can just take it here, and I can remove this one and remove this one, right? And I don't need the it 02 object, so I'll go to the objects here, and I'll go back, and I have a host, and I'll delete this. So I'll delete yes. So now I go to gateways, and I have this one here, right? I'll go to the license. Fine. I'll close and publish this now, so that all the administrators on my smart manager will be able to see this change, right? That a new gateway has been added. So once this is published, I should see a green status for my gateway 2. You can see there's a pen type sign on my gateway 2, right? So I'll wait for this. Done the publish, and I'll install the policy also on the targets both. See, the status has changed to green. That means my firewall is successfully added to the manager, and we can go on and configure the policies on gateway 2. I mean, push the policy on gateway 2. Before that, what I'll do, I'll just in my next video, actually, not in this one. So this I'll just end this video here, and in my next video, what I'll do, I'll add a Kali Linux behind this gateway 2, and we'll configure a policy so that my Kali Linux can communicate to my outside world, right? So I'll push the policy from my manager to gateway 2 so that my Kali Linux machine can go to the internet, right? So this was fun, right? We did a lot of things. We added the gateway to the manager. We troubleshooted some of the issues that we faced while doing so, and I explained to you some of the concepts for the rules and how to create those, right? So in my next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you zone-based policies, and let's see what I can like cover up on the second video, right? So if you like my content, kindly do like my videos and do share them and do subscribe to my channel, and that is how you can help me, right? Thanks guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.